Welcome everybody, Base here back with another video. Today we're going to be checking out the Cessna 172 Skyhawk SP, and this is a pretty clean plane. It's very simple, one of the planes everybody's almost flown in or trained in, and it's nice for short cross countries, not too fast, throw a few people in there and still have a good time. But let's get started with this one. We're going to go into a little bit more detail with the external checklist, but it still shouldn't be that bad. Alright, so let's hop into the plane here real quick. I'm going to make sure our parking brake is on. Master switch will be coming on. Check for battery voltage. Landing lights going on. Navigation lights on. Strobes coming on. Beacon. And taxi light. We're going to extend our flaps fully. And then we're gonna hop out of the plane here real quick. Alright, so we're gonna do a quick check. Make sure the ailerons are working correctly. Look good there. We're gonna check the back, check the pitch axis of the elevator. Good, when I pull back it goes up and it goes down when I push forward. Moving along here, we're gonna check the rudder for the yaw. And the nose wheel. Looks good to me. Flaps are fully extended as they should be. I believe that's 40 degrees. Now we're going to check the lights. First we're going to check the beacon on the back. This is a rotating beacon and you should have this on at all times when you're getting ready to start the plane because it lets people know. Now we're going to check the nav lights. Red on the right, green on the left. Furthermore, we have the strobes, one on each side of the wing. Then we have the taxi light, which is on the inside here, inboard, and then we have the landing light, which is outboard. Alright, so we can hop back in the plane here. Our exterior inspection is complete, so now we can put the fuel selector on both, make sure the parking brake is on, turn all the lights off besides the beacon, like I said, because that lets people know that we're getting ready to start. So we're going to check our fuel quantity. Look good here. We have plenty of fuel. Power is coming to idle. Make sure we're going to push in full rich, full forward. Make sure avionics are off. Perfect. Now for engine start, I'm gonna go ahead and close the door here, just for 1 second. Throttle's gonna be open a 1/2 inch. Master switch is on. Fuel pump's on. Mixture rich until stable fuel flow. Alright, beacon is on. Propeller area. Clear prop. Alright, we're gonna get it started right here. Perfect. Started up right away. Alright, we're gonna pull this back into a nice idle here. Perfect. So we're gonna have the mixture rich for now. We're gonna check our oil pressure. It's coming up in the green here. Looks good, around 60. Avionics bus switches, 1 and 2, coming on. Have our Garmin's here. Our 430 and 530. Transponder to on, radios on and set. And here's our autopilot, so we don't have to worry about that yet. Flaps we're going to retract fully. Brakes, we're going to check them real quick. They work. Gyro instruments set. So what does it read right here? 2.5. We're going to set our directional gyro. There we go. We're going to set our altimeter just to the standard 299 or 2. This looks good. Set with the horizon. You can check the radios here if you want for tower frequencies. You can get the ATIS for the altimeter. Throw it in there if you want. We're just going to keep this on runway heading. Heading bug. Perfect. So before takeoff, parking brake's going to be set. Doors and windows closed and latched. Perfect. Flight controls, free, correct. Now you're going to want to look outside to make sure everything's moving corresponding to the flight controls. So when I go left, aileron goes up. When I go right, aileron goes down. Check that one more time. Alright. Flight instruments checked and set. Altimeter set. Fuel selector valve on both. Mixture is full rich. Elevator trim is set to take off. We're going to throttle to 1700 RPM here for a quick check. Make sure your parking brake's set. Smoothly to 1700. Perfect. And this can be a little hard when you're doing this, so take your time. So what we're going to want to do is a magneto check. So we're going to want to watch the RPM. Small drop there. Alright, this is the tricky part. We're going to try to do this without getting the engine to quit. Another small drop there. In older aircraft, we would pull the carb heat just to see if we get a drop as well. Vacuum pressure looks good. Ammeter is good. Pressure, temperature, fuel flow, all looks good. Throttle back to idle. Back to about 1,000. Radios is required. Lights is required. It's getting dark out, so I will throw on landing light, nav light. Now we're going to set our transponder to altimeter. Parking brake released. I'm going to stay on the brakes here ourselves. And we're going to rotate at 55 knots, and flaps are retracted, and we're going to want to climb around 75, I believe. Alright, throttle full forward. Airspeed's alive, engine instruments are in the green. We're picking up some airspeed here. 40 knots, 50 knots. We're going to start pulling back a little. And we're off. Gotta love this plane. It's so simple. It's not the fastest, but it gets the job done. So we're going to try to climb, keep the climb around 80, and then we'll go over a quick cruise setting and whatnot and how to wing that. Climbing around 80 is perfect. Let's go up to 3,000 feet. Looking out over these houses here. We're flying in California, Southern California. I'm going to make a northbound turn over the coast here. Probably to about 30. Almost at 1,500. I want to keep the nose up to gain altitude here. We have a nice climb rate. I'm going to start to roll out. Nice and easy on the passengers here. Alright, we can climb at about 90 now. And to stay within VFR, we're going to try to just stay under these clouds. So we might level off at 2,500 here. Actually, let's level off at 2,200, 2,300. Alright, so we're going to want to bring the nose to the horizon. You can use some trim here if you want. For cruise, we're going to want to set it to 2,100 to 27. So for cruise, I like 2,100 to 2,300. See the fuel flow dropping really nicely right here. You're going to have to trim the aircraft. 2,300 is a nice setting. You're not using a lot of fuel here. You just need to trim it. Pull a little bit of the mixture out. You can see the fuel flow dropping. EGT rising a little bit. Keep pulling it out. There's a few different methods to lean it. You can lean it until 50 degrees above the peaky GT, or you can lean it until the engine starts running a little rough, and then put some back into it. So that's how we're gonna do it. We got it leaned out. We're cruising at a little over 100 knots. Ground speed, I don't know exactly right now. But we're enjoying the view. It's a little cloudy. Let's slide over here to the co-pilot seat. Enjoying a nice view here. So altogether, that was a pretty simple startup. Again, really love this plane, and I want to do more videos on it. Hopefully, show me how to use the Garmin GPS along with autopilot with it. But I hope you did enjoy. If you guys have any more questions, leave a like, leave a comment. Sorry. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this and want to see more videos. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.